Am I? Where am I? Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hello, buddy. Hello, Dave. Kakabushi. Hello. I'm Dream. Hello, everyone. Happy to see you all here. Today is going to be like a very chill stream. Like, I am so tired. You'll see soon enough why. Because it's been like the busiest month I have in a long time preparing my next project and such, but also because I got a big news today. This is something like my closest friends already know, but I haven't been public about it yet, so I think this is the best day for that. So everyone, I'd like to announce that my fiancé, who you know by Ayase, and myself are going to get married this week. It's been like a lot of time, like we've been together for about 10 years, and I can't wait, honestly. Like, it's not like our life will change a lot. We've been living together for quite a long time already, so it's not like there will be a big change. But I don't know, I think it's a beautiful sign, and it's the proper step forward to take. It feels natural. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations, everyone. I'm so happy. I hardly can believe it. Like, you, you wouldn't believe it, like, the way I was preparing that. Like, I had the compromise ring hidden for like 3 years, looking for the perfect moment to propose. It's it's surreal. I know. It's a bit weird, but I don't know. I wanted it to be. Oh yeah, this is the from Persona 4 Arena. Though I didn't play that game. I heard that in the dancing game first. But yeah, it's a great song. But thank you, really. Like I. Oh, thank you for the follow, Hayes. Welcome here. And yeah, I am. Sorry. I am so happy to being able to keep this week today. This news. I mean, because I don't know. I Hey, I am a big fan of Persona 2. Like you see it. This soundtrack is full of Persona music. So anyway, yeah, it's something I'm very happy to announce. It's been so long that for a while I didn't even think it was going to be a reality. Like I just accepted it as part of life. But you know, it's an event, it's a day, it's something that happens in itself. So yeah, today I'm going to take it easy. We are going to just chill and model one of my comfort things while I prepare, because that's one of the reasons that I've been so busy and I am so exhausted. Like weddings take a lot of work, and even if we didn't prepare like the biggest wedding in there, it's still going to be a nice celebration, and it requires so much preparation. So since that is happening later this week, I don't have much time for streaming. That's why this Thursday we are not going to stream. And next week I'll be out too. I'll be having a little vacation. I'll be out in the honeymoon with Ayase. Um, it'll be fun. It'll be cool. I'll still be on social media. I'm preparing models and stuff, so I can post them from my phone. But you know, no streams. I'll be on Discord if anyone wants to chat though. Maybe I pop up in other people's streams if I have some time where they are online, just to say hi and I don't know, to be there. But you know, no streams, taking it easy. So now, not much else to say except, oh yeah, thank you, Molly, thank you, Keguchi. And another little nuance, this is super small by comparison, I know. But I had to start with the biggest one. I've been working on assets. Like, you know, I've been adding little stuff to my coffee from old projects and such, but I decided to make a few original ones based on the tiles I made for a golf game a long time ago, because they are like very useful, very modular, and maybe, I don't know, it could be cool to have a new version of that is actually open to anyone to use. I shared a little post of it this morning, but it's still very work in progress. It will take a while until I reach like version 1.0, and definitely we will enjoy ourselves. Like we are going out for a week and we don't even have anything to do. We'll just rest. We will collapse on the bed. We will take it easy. We will rest for the first time in like several years. It will be so good. I need to learn how to rest. I forgot how to do that, but we will. We have a whole week for that. And yeah, that one from another version of Blender that I made for a client a long time ago. It's actually one of the first projects I made as a freelancer. Actually, it was a massive project. I was working on it for over a year, and it was a mini golf game with lots of different theme uh, holes, and it has little secrets, and it was great. But the dev didn't have time for it and had to abandon it, which is a shame and it's very sad. But I don't know. It will be cool to rekindle it in spirit with this one. And now, not making you wait for much longer, let's go to the Blender scene. And if I remember any more news, I will just give them out as we go. See, here we go, here's Blender. And yeah, today we'll be making Madotsuki because, I love Yume, and even though it's not an horror game, for me it always feels like one. Because it's a bit of a dark game and it's weird and mysterious. And I'm going to move this window over here just so I can keep an eye on everything. There we go. And yeah, and I love Yume. Like, I got so many fan art of it this Japan weekend. I got so many prints and stickers. It's so cool. I never saw so much merch about it in a convention before. So now let's see, let's open some ref so I can get everything right. Yeah, well, here we go. Alright. And we are modeling from scratch because I want it to be like a very original model. We're not using a base mesh or anything. Go. This is a good enough shape for the body. Right, so now I make a slightly smaller one. But this is like the skirt. It should be a bit bigger though. Here we go. Perfect. And we will remove this one. We don't need it. And it's going to be like a very very small model. Like, we're going to go full chibi here. Hi, one back loop. Hello. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. I got small. I need to add some sound to it. Because I only figure I am small because it appears in chat. Small gato. Small gato. We are going to have like a very stylized model to fit the original game art. Here we go. I think this is like a good foot. Oh, thank you, Gloop. It's so cool and so funny to see people finding me through different social media, because for the longest time I was like literally only on Twitter, and Twitter is going to shit. Like it's really not working well now. It's in a sorry state. It's so sad. But it's cool to see people find me in other places, because sometimes I lose faith and I am like, oh, if my primary place that I had for so long is not working well anymore, maybe people won't be able to find me. Maybe I will be lost to the times. But no, it's nature is healing. You are in a lot of other places. I just have to be in more places now. And I'll gladly be like, this is how things work now, and I'm all for it. And also like discovering a whole lot new artists, like a lot of new people everywhere. Oh yeah, Blue Sky is booming. What is Blue Sky, by the way? Wanna check out your art? Yeah, Twitter was so useful for to find, and I mind the people. It felt like there wasn't much of a equivalent. No. Oh well, I think there is an equivalent place now. It's just like split in different places. Like you gotta be in Blue Sky, you gotta be in Mastodon, you gotta be on Thread. Like Threads is overlooked. Threads has a lot of content too. It's just like a bit more silent than other, but there's still some people in there. Tumblr is still going around. It's still pretty much strong. So no, you just have to keep open like 4 to 5 new tabs instead of one at all times, which is a bit weird and has its drawbacks. But it's safer. You don't depend on only one platform anymore, which is good. PlayStation tag in Tumblr. Okay, I haven't been using that in a long time. Maybe I should. I always use just low poly, Blender, low poly art, etc. But I haven't been using the PS1 tag, so maybe I should. Let's see. There we go. This is like good enough of a hand for now. Maybe I will turn it into a hexagon so we get like better view on certain angles. Or maybe not. Maybe this is perfectly fine. It should be enough for the arm to turn around perfectly. Let's measure it. Probably it's too big. Something like this. I feel it's too small. Yeah, something. This is perfect. Yeah, definitely make it. Like the low poly graphics are making a big comeback and they are being used in very different ways now. Like I remember back when I started Froggen, like it was treated like something out of the ordinary, like there isn't any more games looking like a PlayStation 1 game, even though there actually were like a bunch of them already. But you know, it was like a novelty. And nowadays that's just not true. Like there is so many games in that style, and they are all pushing it in different directions. Like you got Cavern of Dreams that looks like a Nintendo 64 game, and down to the shading, down to the texture filtering. Of course, you got Looney Style. The second game is going to look like a Dreamcast game, which is something real cool too. And you know, I myself am working on a different project, and it will look still pixelated and low poly, but I don't think I will make it look like a specific console anymore. I'll just embrace it as an artistic style. But I cannot like talk a lot about that project yet, even though I wish I could. Yeah, I think this is good for the head. Oh yeah, Yellow Taxi Gold Broom, that game looks fantastic. It's very good seeing those games getting such a good reception. In a sense, it also makes me a little sad that Frog and Anchor didn't perform as well. But you know, I cannot just be jealous. I need to simply try harder and to do better. But that's what I'll do with my next project. I want it to be something truly special. You'll see. Oh, thank you for the raid, Pakora. Hello to the raider. We are modeling Madotsuki from Yume Nikki because I think it's like a very neat game that influenced a lot of people. So this is what we are going to be doing today. Take a sip. Thank you, Globe. Really, I can't wait to show you what I'm working on because I'm not even going to be working alone on it. Like, I'm going to get help from many other talented people. Like, I am starting to form a team. And it will still be like a fairly small team, and I'll still be doing most of the job, but you know, just not alone anymore. Doing that little step towards being much less of a solo dev. Because you know, like solo dev is one of those tags that indie devs hold on to like some sort of absolute thing, but it's not an absolute. It's such a fuzzy slope. Like, would you say I was a solo dev in Fragan and Fragan Anchor? Because I definitely wasn't the only one working on those projects, but you know, I made the graphics, I made the code. In a lot of sense, it felt like I was a solo dev. But you know, that's not true at all. I didn't make the music, of course, but also quality assurance, publishing, even anyone who tried it, just to give me their opinion. They are part of the project too. So yeah, you know, like, it's such a fuzzy line. I wish we could get rid of labels for indie devs like that. Because it's a bit weird when we see like Hi-Fi Rush pit against something made by one guy on their free time. They both are indies, they are nothing alike, but they are for many people. But I digress. I ramble and go on in weird directions. Sorry. It's been a fun stream so far. Now her hair is very simple, so I will create a cursor here, duplicate this, make it bigger. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. You cannot like gatekeep those things. That's why I think like the indie tag is obsolete. Like we don't need it anymore. Or at least not as absolute thing. Because indie just means nothing nowadays. And sometimes it's just straight deceptive. Because remember when Date Diver got a nomination for Indie Game in the Game Awards? It's not an indie game by any definition, but hey, a smaller game with pixel graphics. So for some people that's what indie means. Thank you for the follow, Miss Kennedy Town. Welcome. Hope you have fun in here. I think at this point we can remove this side entirely and start applying the mirror modifier. Let's see. We're not going to make it like this. But this is too little. We need more spikes. We need like this. This should work. Let's see. Now we can make this a little bit rounder. Something like this. And I think this is like too many bodies. Maybe we should collapse it somehow. Something like this, maybe. If this goes a little bit down, we could even get rid of this one. Let's see. Just clean up. Something like this. I don't know, I'm not sure about that. We always come back to the same information. Topology is hard, I gotta tell you. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. Now we need to make her ears, so this goes a little bit back. Let's see. Something like this looks good. We just need to turn this into a tree. But maybe this one. This is less stretching. So now we can make this go a bit like this to round it up even more. Something like this. Yeah, something like this work for the ears. So the hairline can go like this. And she has like a little bit of a spike here. Something like this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect distance. And now for the back. The back should be easy. We can just transform this into a shape like this. And this can go this way. This and get it closer to the head. There we go. Yeah, fine music. This always pumps me up, like this is great for motivation. No, what was her point? Oh, got the persona. Let's see who pops up. Hey! It's the chicken gorilla dinosaur robot monster. You like that one? It's a fun story. This is from Chainsaw Cat to the Rescue, which is a small free-to-play game I made in Flash a lot of time ago. And this was the first boss. It just appeared out of nowhere and started to rain fire on the stage. It's a really cool one. I got so much stuff from that game that I would love to use again someday. No. I'm going to do something here. Hi, DNG! Hello! Happy to see you here. How's it going? Okay, this is such a combination. This one is also a cool one. This is for a very short-lived project that didn't go on for too long. I wanted to make a match 3 type game, and I made a concept about colored mouse. They were colored mice. They were like different characters. You have to make like a line between two of them that were the same, and everything that was in between will disappear. It was a cool project, but I didn't get too far in it. This way. You clean up first. And now you can do this. With this we got the ponytails too. Yeah, I'm doing Madotsuki! She's so cool. I love Yume Nikki, like it's such a weird game. Like as a game it's terrible, it's awful. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, as I say, like as a game Yume Nikki is terrible. It's like it's not enjoyable to play. But you know, as a thing, as an art piece, it is amazing. The weird, unexplained lore, all of the things made by the community, everything. It's so cool. Here you go, going pixelated. I think this is about it for the model. We'll make the knife afterwards because that's like the most iconic effect from the game. So now let's go to the unwrapping. Thanks, Dingy. It's such a simple topology. Like it just has a divided cube. And you know, you don't really need more. The little dance. She does a lot of little things, like playing the flute and everything in the game. Oh, like, yeah, you're talking about Nitro Rat, right? Like, everyone who likes Yume Nikki probably follows him. But I think it's not coincidence at all. Like, I'm seeing a lot more of Yume Nikki things lately, everywhere. But, oh, not Nitro Rats. Someone else. Okay, that's cool because I didn't know. Who is this one? Because I want to watch it too. Oh yeah, you were going to ask about character modeling? That's cool because I okay, what is happening with the music? Sometimes it goes and forgets to play. I don't know, I'm actually not sure if it's any sort of anniversary. But I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of stuff from it lately and I'm all for it. There we go. And hey, today it is making a sound. I don't know why the last string, the Macarena reading was silent and it fixed itself. I didn't do anything about it. And yeah, that those things are Little Rat's domain. Like he's known for both of those things and how he swaps between them without any trouble. Which is why I love his content. So let's start by the arm, because it's probably the simplest to unwrap. And actually we will do it the other way around. Oh my god, 20 years, I'm collapsing to dust. Oh hi, Duper! Hello! Welcome here, happy to see you here. Everyone, Duper is like one of the most talented people I know. Like, he's always working on cool stuff. If any of you don't know it, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but go and follow him. You can thank me later. So how's everything going, Duper? Is today going well? It's going well, it's nothing more we can ask about it. think I'm going to use this. But make it a little bit more saturated here. Here we go. Something like this. Gotta help some people. You're always helping. Hi, Miss Puffles. Yeah, I'm a cat. My name Mole Gato comes from mole and gato, which is Spanish for cat. Because those are two animals I like it when I made my first email account back when I was a teenager. And I don't know, I stuck with it for the longest time. Going to make this for her eyes. Oh, thank you for the follow, Spuffles. Hey, we got like a goal. We got 280 followers. That's amazing. I didn't even know we were this close. Thank you. So cool. Thank you, everyone. I'm so happy. I didn't expect it today. Like, we are. Like, this is a super low energy stream. Like, I am tired and I hope it doesn't show up too much. But I'm having a grand time. Oh, you're painted by your polish. That's cool. I bet you also know many different languages. That's so amazing. Like, it opens so many doors to you. You can enjoy so many much things the more languages you know. And DNG is a clump of old names. Okay, that's cool. What are those names? If you're okay with sharing, of course. Yeah, my avatar is tired because I'm tired most of the time. That was a conscious decision when designing the little guy. Something like this will work for now. Don't mind Maverick Garnet. Okay, that sounds cool. Downman is such a weird one, though. Like, the man of Down sounds like a rejected Mega Man robot master. But I don't know, it still sounds good. Like, it has a good ring to it. Let's see. Oh, we haven't set up the material yet, so we'll do that now. Let's see. Here we go. And for now, we'll just make it that so we see a single color. And this should go to closest. Oh, from Starbound. Okay, that's cool. Oh, you're learning Godot. That's cool. I want to learn Godot too. Because, I've been working with Unity since it was in version 2. Like, I don't know how long that is, like 15 years ago? Something like that, something crazy. And, even if they backpedal their weird policy, that's like only one of the complaints I have with the engine. So I want to learn Godot 2 and maybe make a small side project on it to get the ropes down. If it supports C#, that's already a big help. So that's all the more reason to try it. Okay, now about this. Let's see if I do this. I think this is like a good shape for it. We need it to be a little bit wider. We need to rise this shadow too, especially over this point. Maybe a game jam is what I need to try out, but I don't really like the tight deadline. And hey, nothing wrong with showing off your work. Let's see. Another important tweak you gotta do if you work in low poly pixel texture. Enable this, because now you can set the pixels here. It's way better than just working by percentage. That's it, Pathal. 3D is such an interesting kind of art. I fell in love with it pretty much the moment I tried it for the first time, when I was younger. Funny thing, I was using a shareware program called 3D Canvas. It wasn't very good, but it was the only program I had that made 3D. So that's what I used for a while. Memories, very talking about instance bursting, you're right down. Yeah, exactly what DNG said. Like, art is expression. You don't make art and keep it to yourself unless you wanna. Of course, that's valid too. But you know, it's okay to show it off. It's very cool to share it with people, especially those you care about. In fact, I think it's like the most beautiful thing an artist can do, to show their work to those they love. See, I'm sorry, I forgot to swap back the air, but we're still going to modify this texture. There we go. Probably going to get rid of this anyway. I think that will be for the best. And we can actually just move this right here, because we are going to keep the face mirror. And now this needs to go here much longer about this point. And this and this. So we can here. And do something like this. I think this should work. I bet here you will pass it on each year. That's so cool. But here we go, I got small again. Really? It's got a lot easier than Unity? Like that's interesting to know. Something like this. Yeah, I think this is like the perfect stretching. Probably this can go a bit lower too. There we go. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to swap back. I am so useless, I'm sorry. I tried. I'm going to tweak a bit the texture here. I'm gonna get rid of this too. Do something like this. Look, that's like a good ethos for getting your first project out. Gonna say though that in the future it's usually best to make sure optimization is working early, because it can be a pain to get it to work afterwards. Especially if you are thinking about porting your game anywhere. Optimization can be a hard one to tackle. Alright, before I continue with the texture, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to go back to the shading scene. And I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to add this one here. And mix it up. There we go. And this is a much easier setup for transparent, unshaded materials than the one I was using before. It just works. It's like it's on it. It's so simple. Alright, so now we go back to this bright. We are going to make the head. we are going to add like a little shine to it. Something like this, maybe. Something like this. I think it should work well. Here we go. I think if I do this, it should be good enough. Should work. Let's go back here, reload again. No, this is this color actually. I'm going to hide everything else. We can paint better. And we want the shine to be here. And also let me check the music, because I think it's again not going at random. Yeah, it's not random anymore. Man, I don't understand you, dude. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, it was just burning through all of the Digimon World 1. Come on! You to be better. But man, it's so cool to hear all of you talk about your little projects here and your big projects too, because honestly, some of those are like massive, and it's amazing. It motivates me so much. See? Probably even going to mirror it. I think it works better this way. Well, bit by bit. DNG, like, you know I'm always looking forward to see your progress. There we go. B now. Other color. It's a bit darker. Or more saturated, I think. It should probably work. Something like this. Yeah, let's go back. This is probably too strong. I will make it a bit more similar to the other. Maybe this way. I think so. Now all of this should go to this color. And we can do something like this. This goes here. And this comes here. What do you think so far? I think we can even make the shadows a bit cooler if we rotate those a little. Something like this. Yeah, I think this looks better. Alright, I'm sorry, I haven't been reading the chat for a minute. Well, I need to finish the big model I was working on though. What is coming out soonish? Yeah, I am really looking forward to that one because it looks amazing. I love the windows. I love the little details in it. No, for this part, I'm thinking we are going to do something cool. We are going to go here and add like this soft shape. It should be enough. So now if we come here again, I can take this whole face go to pixels, go down. There we go. And now we have like a perfectly round shadow under the head. And even though it's like a square, it looks much rounder. I think it's such a neat trick. I'm going to add some little details to the face too, because I think it's not good enough yet. To add some shine too. Something like this. Nah, I prefer this one. It's exquisite, thanks. I think this should be good enough for the base. Yeah, this is much better already. Now we are going to texture the ears. The ears are easy too. I'm just going to be making like a roundish shape inside. And add like a shadow here, and I think this should be it. It should be enough. See, let's go back here. Oh yeah, it is the Metal Sonic one. It's so good. Like, we are listening today to the hype soundtrack, which is a bit different than the one we are used to from the other streams. It's much more action packed because I need to wake up. And here is Cannonball from Mega Man 03, which is amazing too. It's so good. We're going to change this so it doesn't cut into the ear this way. Something like this should work, I guess. Not quite. This should go a little bit this way for it to work. There we go. Much better. Hey, Sayan. Hello. Look at the chat. Happy to see you here. Oh, you speedrun Mega Man 03? Like, that's so cool. I love that game. Like, it's not my favorite in the series. That could be Mega Man 02. But, you know, not having to grind 4 levels for weapons makes it, like, playable. Is better than 2. So I get why it's more runable than 2. It's such a cool game, though. The final boss is, like, the coolest shit ever. Okay, so now let's go to the most iconic part of the design, which is our shirt. And her colors should be just pinkish. How's this? Let me compare with the ref. Should be more reddish. Something like this. This is much better. We get some shine to it. Darker tone for the back. Should be probably darker and a bit more bluish. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I think 04 is a bit weird because in many ways it's like much more polished than any of the other games, but in many ways it feels like the fourth part of a trilogy, if that makes sense. Like, the whole story is not solved yet, but most parts are. The biggest emotional climax has been cleared already. Everything is different from the first three games. Yeah, that makes sense that it was meant to be a trilogy. I mean, it's not the first time that happens. We know Mega Man X should end at 6, but we got 2 games more. Exactly, yeah. There were like some loose ends. So that's why like we cannot really complain about 4, even though it feels a little bit off. Yo, the window. Yo, we'll make this a little bit more similar. Something like this. Little bit of wrinkles. Here we go. Hey, happy to hear that. I thought you were going to work on more Blender stuff. Kekebushi. And yeah, they were really cruel with the ending. Like, we got CX, but it's not the same thing. It doesn't feel the same. See? Let's try to do this thing in which we make everything as seamless as possible. I should probably go over here, in the middle of it. We probably need a bit more space here too. Mega Man 11 made that ending even more excellent retroactively. Okay, that's cool because I haven't played Mega Man 11. I am a bit behind on that one. So that gives me a reason to try it. Because, you know, by comparison with the X and Zero saga, I don't care as much about classic. Like, it's not as interesting story-wise. Most games feel like filler, but I don't know. Maybe I should give them more of a chance. Maybe this is okay for the torso. Something like this. And the back. We'll be doing this little trick in which I mirror it one by one instead of all at once. And we just add it here. So we have the torso. And this can simply be this color. There we go. Oh, hi, Marisa. Hello. Yeah, this is Madotsuki. I love Yume Nikki, so I thought it would be cool to model her. Next, we are going to make the arms. Because we already have the dome from the body. So it's easy. And we'll be doing something like this. Something like this, and then we add the little trim at the end. This is probably a little bit too long, so we'll move this here. For the skin, we are just going to make some squares here and use them as samples. This should do well. Let's see, let's go back to Blender. And here we can just project from view. This can go at 47. Actually, for the 47 of 5. There we go. So now this shape acts as a shoulder. space can go off, and this one can be in this color. As for the hand, we can simply assign colors to it. That should work. And this we can make a little trick in which we add it here like this. So it has a little bit of a border. And then we make this border smaller. That gives us like this neat effect. This should go a bit like this. There we go. Now let's work on the skirt. The skirt should be easy too. It's just like a darker purple shade. Desaturated even, I think. We are going to add like this little trim here. And some shine at the end. And the way I interpret the texture in the model is that it's like plied, it has folds. So I'm going to be adding some of them. Like this. And then we can see how it looks in Blender. Here we go. And I think we probably don't need any more. I think this should be enough. Something like this. There we go. Now we simply pick all of these and reset them. Alright, so this one could stop here, ending in both negative ones, and this one can come here. And maybe this. There we go. I think that looks good. We can make it a little bit longer so it looks a bit more, since the texture is pretty dense. And this can be simply the darkest color. There we go! Thanks, buddy! I think it's such a neat effect. Now finally for the legs, we don't need to make anything too complex. So let's go here. And what we're going to do is have this for the back. Have a little bit of a darker area. That's a shadow for the skirt. Something like this. And then for the shoes, we use bright red. This one. And I think she had like little socks, so we're going to duplicate this one here. This should be good enough. Also, this is like a great song. Thanks, Ring and DG. And so, hello! What is here? Really catching a string. Good luck at bending. Kinda dark. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words. And I am so happy I'm being microwave. Thank you. It's cool because so here I've been seeing a TikTok profile and you know always mentions the streams, but you know since like today it was today it was meant to be. Alright, so with this I'm going to save and going back to Blender. And let's see, let's project from build. That should be good enough. So now I can do this. Man, this song is so good. Little Miss with the Persona soundtrack. Oh, here we go! We got Muna from Persona Time Cats. This is another cool character. I actually asked I asked her to design it, and we're working on it together. It was so cool. I was so happy about it. Oh, let's see. I'm going to do this. This is nothing much. It's nothing very big. It's not something, but I think it helps with the silhouette. And I think that makes it for Madotsuki. Let's make a knife now. Because you know, Mother got a stab. And it's like a big knife. Something like this. And we are going to make it sharp. There we go. And the handle is going to just be a box like this. There we go. Something like this. I'm going to name the message because I didn't. And it's a really important thing. If you're okay with having one message as a cube, but the moment you start with cube 001, cube 002, it becomes a mess. We're going to add the same material to it. And now here in the UV editing window again, we can add some texture. I'm gonna move this like this so you can see more of the model. And as you can see, we have plenty of leftover space. That is great because maybe we can add other effects if we want to. Funny thing now, since we are listening to the Digimon World soundtrack, like Digimon World and Yume Nikki are very different games, but they have some things in common that most people overlook. And it's that both of them feature a pretty surreal world that is such a joy to explore. And while in Yume you have the context of it being, her psyche. With Digimon World, you don't. It's just a weird world by itself. But it's still such a cool little thing. Something like this. You can even add some shine to it. Here we go. There we go. Let's see how this works out. I'm not sure about how the shine is going to look in the model. But we'll see. Let's go back in here, reload it. And this we can simply project from view. C58. Let's see. Run the cursor. As I thought, this dark line here doesn't work very well. We'll get rid of it and just go with the other things. And also, I'm going to go here to the color information, because this should be a standard. Alright, colors are way better now. What a difference! It's amazing. Now we have the right colors. So let's go here. Here we go. And this should be much better. Alright. Something like this, I think. Yeah, here we go. And this border we can simply make it this color. Actually, this one I'm going to make it the lighter one. This is better. And now for the handle. This won't be hard either. Let's see. Oh, what's music? What the heck is going wrong? I don't know, YouTube is weird. It's very bad at very basic stuff. Yeah, you guess like random should be easy, but it is not. And in fact, just play music without pausing at any point is too much for YouTube. I should think of another way to listen to music on the stream. Oh yeah, YouTube sometimes does that. Like it's so weird. It gets caught in a loop and it keeps giving you like the same 2 or 3 tracks. Yeah, I mean, if this could work, I just have to download everything and manage it. I think on the long run that is the best. I could probably even just add it to the scene instead of having to play from a player. So I will be able to just play it on some scenes and not others. Okay, here we go. And these faces, I'm just going to make them this color. I think that works out correctly. And this is like the whole model thing. We're going to make a rig now. Also, I'm sorry because my voice is starting to get a little bit dry. I don't know if it's because I'm a bit tired or if it's simply because I'm not very good at talking. But it's still cool. We'll still have plenty of time to work on this. Oh, here we go. It may be because of the microwaving. Who knows? We've never seen someone get microwaved so many times before, so we are breaking new grounds here. Alright, so this is how the model looks right now. See, you go to the center. Here we go. I'm sorry, I should be showing this before, but I was stuck in the other window. Yeah, that probably has to be. Alright, so let's have a little rig for her. Let it be like a quick mini tutorial. Like you start with one single bone, and I like to change the properties a bit. I always set it to B-bone, and I always set it in front. And then in the object properties, in visibility, no, not visibility, in viewport display, here we go, I go to wire. So now we have this little shape here. Now for armatures, I always do this, and it's not something a lot of people do, but I create one bone right here that acts like a base for the character to stand in, and this is going to be the root of the whole thing. So, you know, we can just move the whole character if we need to. Then I add the hip, and I'm going to wireframe so we can see the shapes. And usually you make another for the ribs and another for the chest. The character is very simple, so we just have two for the whole body. This one is hips, this one is chest, this one is head, this we are going to parent to the base, but with keep up depth. No, same for the arms. We are going to do something like this. And this we can subdivide. And this we parent to this one. Again, keep offset. Thanks, buddy. And finally for the legs we do something similar. We're going to start here. We're going to come here and go straight down for the feet. And notice how we are only making one side. That's because we can then symmetrize it. It's so cool, it's so useful. And this we parent to the head. Now with all of this done, we can actually start painting waves and everything. We will get the whole armature and we'll symmetrize it. But for symmetrizing, it's very important to have the correct names. So this one, again, going to the bone tab here, and this one is base, and this one is hips, chest, head. And here's the funny thing, this is arm1.l, and this .l tells the program that it's the left side. .l, .l. Same with the leg. There we go. So if we see the armature now, we see how the names are set up here. So now we select everything, we go to armature, symmetrize. And here we go, we have the whole thing. And if you see the name, this is leg1.r, because this is how the program knows that it's the right side. Now we can go back to material preview. And here's the funny thing, like this is important because I've seen so many people like try to use automatic waves painting, and you know that doesn't work for low poly models. That doesn't work that way. It's not the best thing to do because you need to manually assign the waves to any single vertex. You need precision. So pay attention, this is what we do. We get the model, we get the armature, and we pattern with empty groups. This is important. Now, if we move the armature, it doesn't do anything. That is because nothing is assigned. So we go here, we go to the data tab, and here we have the groups for every single bond. So we go to edit mode. I'm going to go to solid so it's easier to see. And we get the vertices and assign them manually. We want this to be the fit. So put .l, and we're going to assign it with a weight of 1. Assign. This is for the second part of the leg. Assign. And this is the upper part of the leg. So we assign it to leg 1. No, we want the skirt to move with leg 1 too. At least this part, right? So we assign it. And then this should be part of the hip. So assign. Here we go. This and this. And this one should go to the chest. So we assign it too. And if you want to make this easier, you can press H to hide them once you have already assigned them. Now we are going to pick all of this, that is the head, and we are going to assign it to head. Assign. So we can hide it already and start painting the arms. We want this and go to arm1.l. Always .l because the right side is in the mirror modifier. This to arm 2 and this to hand. Now if we go to the armature, and we are actually going to go to material preview to see it better, and we go to pose mode, it works. And as you see, it works pretty well because we assigned everything manually. Of course, there is little parts that don't work very well, like this one. See, and this is because we only have 2 values for the weight. We only have 0 and 1, and this should be shared between 2 bonds. So this is the next thing we are going to do. Reset everything in the animation here. Go back to object mode, and note that we have painted manually. If we go to with paint, and this is better to work in wireframe view, by the way. We now can get the arm2.l and see that it starts and ends here. We go to options, and it's very important that you turn this on, auto normalize. That way, if you paint the wave for one bond, it will make sure that the waves for every single bond add to 1. So now with the hand selected, we can go to 0.5 and paint this. And it's better to have like a very small area. Here we go. And here's the funny thing, if we go back to R2, this has changes to 0.5 too, because we have auto normalized. So now if we go back to object mode and to material preview, and we get the armature and go to pose mode, see, this is much better. It takes into account both bonds. So now we make a little bit of a test with the rest of the armature. And as you can see, it does something a bit weird here with the feed. So we will actually change the topology. We go here, object mode, and modify this. And what we are going to do is add another loop here. Alright. With this, we can actually remove this. It will happen automatically anyway. Dissolve edge. And now, if we go to weight paint, you'll see that something has been assigned automatically. If we get leg 2, it has 0.5 for this one. That is because it's a new vertex and it's in the middle of a vertex that had 0 and a vertex that had 1. So let's go back to animation here. And as you can see, it works much better. But this is only half of the work, right? Because it works now, but it's a bit clunky. And we want to add actually good controls for it. So we go back to edit mode on the armature, and we are going to add AKs. The first thing we want to do is remove the right side again. Because after we are done with AKs, we are going to symmetrize it again. So now we duplicate the fit and we make it bigger. This will be the AK for the fit. So we go here to bone, we uncheck the form, and AK foot.L. Now we create a new bone, and this one is going here. This is going to be our marker for the knee. This one should not deform either. AK knee.L. And we parent it to the other AK. Now, if we go to pose mode, we can add a bone modifier here. Bone constraints, actually, is the name. So the first thing we're going to do is to make the feet move with the AK. So we copy rotation from armature AK foot L. Now we want the leg to move with it too, so we use inverse kinematics, armature AK foot L, and we change the chain length to only 1. Finally, actually I think it's 2. Yeah, let's set it to 2. Finally, we go to the other leg bone. Again, inverse kinematics, but this time we point to the knee, and the chain length should be only 1. And finally, and this is an important thing, this bone shouldn't be parented to another bone. The AK should be parented maybe to the base. And keep offset. Now, as you can see, the whole leg moves with it. If you rotate the knee, the leg moves towards that direction. So with that done, we can get these 3 bones that we don't want to work with, and here in armature, we create a category driven actually, and assign to it, and we remove from the bounce one. So now if we make it so that we cannot see driven, we will only see this one. Oh, thank you for the follow! Crucixenstian. That's a funny game. A funny name. Hello and welcome. Hi! How's it going? We are working on a Madotsuki model and we are actually adding a rake right now. Yeah, Madotsuki, she's so cool. Like, we are living a renaissance from Yume, Nikki, and I'm all for it. So thing is, I think we will do the same. This is going to be another AK, so we offset it to the base and uncheck the form. Actually here, uncheck the form. And this is AK and .L. And this will be our little elbow bone. It will go here and it's parented here. This one doesn't deform either. Okay, let's hydrate. And I'm sorry, my voice must be sounding kind of weird. Madotsuki Peruvian, I don't understand that. Also, this is pretty weird. I don't know. We'll check that later. In any case, this is AK hand, this is AK elbow.L. And now we can add some inverse kinematics here. First thing we want to do is to make those part of the driven and remove it from bounds. We will see them for now, though, because we want to work with them. So again, we add copy rotation here, armature, AK hand, and now the arm goes inverse kinematic, AK hand, the chain length of 2, and this one gets inverse kinematic, armature, and AK elbow with a chain length of 1. So we can see this working already. And now the coolest thing is we can get everything and go armature, symmetrize. And this works. It is set up correctly in both sides. It's so cool. So now we uncheck driven and we have a super easy and super easy to understand rig. We can just animate her hand like this and it just works. We don't see anything else. It's so handy. And finally we want to also append this to the armature. So we go this and again empty groups. And the cool thing is we can just pick everything and add it to hand L. Here we go. And it just works. Excuse the lobby, thank you. Thanks, buddy. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. Let's actually make a little animation for her, shall we? If we go to animation, tutorial preview, and I'm going to make this render so we can see it better. And one thing I'm going to do that I always remind everyone to do, disable viewport denoising. This shit is important when you are moving a render thing. Like you see, it's a bit fuzzy when I move. Here we go. Much better. So here we go. Now another cool thing, if we come here to the animation window down here and instead of dupe shit we get action editor, we can set different animations. Like not one for the whole project, but different animations that we can swap between. And if you export an FBX with this, You can have all of the little animations accessible in a game engine or anything. So we create a new action and make it protected, or fake user as it's named in Blender. This is so it doesn't get deleted if you don't use it. Also, let me check something real quick, okay? Alright, I'm back. Hi, you spec. Is that your server? What's that server about, by the way? Is it about 3D art or anything? Because that's such a weird name. See? Alright. Hey, I speak Spanish too. I am from Jaén. Actually, I live in Madrid. But really, is it just about your own streams? Uzbek? A server to chill? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the name. Mind you, I'm Spanish, so I don't know. Un server para estar chill. Oh, that's cool. That's an error. I didn't get it. Okay, thank you. That's so cool. Well, hello everyone at Uzbek. Hola, hola, hola a todos. Está bien estar chill. Okay. So now what we are going to do with the animation is just keyframe everything and make her walk. I think that's cool. That's what you do through the game for the most part. So this is what we are going to do. And as you can see, just moving this bone, we already get a really cool posing for the character. Here we go. And this is like a good starting pose. Maybe this hand should go a bit on the back. Something like this. And the trick for a good walking loop is you only have to make like half of the work. We're going to end at 24 frames. It's going to be like a shorter one. So we go to 25 and paste the same frame. And in 13, we paste the opposite frame. And we already got something similar, it's not very good. So now we go one by one, picking what they should do. And since this one is about to step, I think in frame 7, it should be just stepping. And the body should be a bit lower. And since this feet was back there, it goes here. So now we have like a single step. See, it's pretty easy. Oh, what it? Hey, it's Sebulba! The final boss for freaking Anchor. And I am not going to do like anything special with this model, with Madotsuki. We are just going to post it online and maybe make it a small call for any other Nikki artist love that wants to show their own take on Madotsuki. Now for the arms, she swings them very leisurely, so we just get them a bit down. Go to make this like this. And just go down. Alright, I think this is like pretty good. And since we only moved these 4 bones here, we're going to copy and here in the middle paste the opposite. And to check the animation better, we will pick every single channel here, check every single here, and go to channel, extrapolation mode, make cyclic. And as you see, we already have like a cool walking animation for her. The arm is a bit weird when it goes back, so we'll tweak that. And we'll do that by taking into account the direction of the movement. And I actually didn't notice did the particle affect the scale, because some of them do and some of them don't. Unity is weird like that. What happened in the... It just waited 10 minutes because one of the face was a number long. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, D&D, like, sometimes that happens. I once, and mind you, this was on a stream, I deleted part of the model without realizing it, and I had run out of undo actions, because I had been working on a lot of different things afterwards, so I had to start the model from scratch. But I don't know, it does happen. It's okay. You got it. Just chunky logo. Thank you, DNG. She's such a good girl. In her own way. Her own murderous way. So as I was saying, like, we are going to take into account the swing to animate the hands, to make them like go back from it. Like, see here, this hand is moving forward, right? So here we'll make it like this. And here we do the opposite. And here it again goes like this. And as you can see, now it swings a bit better. So now we have to do the same with the other hand. Like here, it's moving back. So we move it here. And here it's still moving back, so we do this. But here it's moving forward, so we do this. Actually, we already did that, I think. And now the hand has this little waving animation. And I think that's make it much more fluid. Perhaps it's too exaggerated here, because the knife is moving too much. So with this hand specifically, we are going to tone it down. Here we go. Like this. Much better. And if we want to make her a bit more bouncy, we can offset the movement of the head. Like she's going down, so this should be faster. So this goes a couple frames here. So now she has like a quicker falling and a slower recovery. And those are my little tricks to make walking cycles. And hey, if you understand what didn't work and you can fix it now, that's even better because now you have learned something cool and useful that you can apply in the future. And I think this should be good enough for now. I think this is a really cool animation for Madotsuki. So I think I will make a video out of it off screen later on to post it later on social media. And I just wanna remind everyone that we have a Discord so you can jump in and check it if you want. And we can continue talking about it if you want. It's a very cozy community, but you know, we have fun in there. And it will be really cool to see what else you are working on. So with this done, I think we can go back to the just chatting scene for a second. Here we go. Here we go. And I want to say, like, thank you everyone for being here, for listening to me with my very exciting news. Repeating it now because there seems like people have been hopping on and off from here. So many there's new people in here. I'm happy to announce again that this week I just said the love of my life and myself are getting married. It's been almost 10 years together and it's amazing. I can't I can't believe we are saying this already. That said again, let's find someone to break, okay? Let's split this joy. So yeah, let's rate Glassdale again. He's making some models. And you know, Glassdale is a great artist, but he deserves a lot of more eyes on his work. So everyone say hi to him, be nice, and check their cool work. Well, thank you, Futaka.